Hello, this is Patricia Brooks, and this is Courage Concept number 50. Our feelings are signposts that we must learn to recognize. This idea came to me as I was re-listening to a podcast episode I did in interviewing Michelle Kuzmic, and she was talking about how she has pivoted in her career a couple of times based on her feelings. And I thought that was interesting because I know now I am more in tune with my feelings and I make decisions not only based on some logic, but on how I'm feeling about the situation, about the decision. But in the beginning, for me, I was all head. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense. I'm going to go the logical route. And that led me astray sometimes. And so I know the power of recognizing your emotions, understanding their role in your life and moving forward. Now, this concept, our feelings are signposts that we must recognize, must learn to recognize, goes to the catalyst for cultivating courage. That is building self-confidence. Because once you are more in tune with how you're feeling and are able to trust those feelings in moving forward with your life, you show up so much more confidently, so much more in charge of your decisions and your actions. Confidence. Now, this is a hard thing to do because so many of us are trained to quiet or tamp down our feelings and emotions and to use our logical minds so much more than our intuitive feelings. And so over the course of our lifetimes, we've tamped that down so much that oftentimes we don't even feel how we're feeling because we're so caught up in our heads. Another reason it's really difficult is that when we do feel our emotions, sometimes we mislabel them or we are not really sure what the emotions are. And so being unable to identify them, we can sometimes take a path that might not be the path that we should go down based on those feelings. For example, a friend of mine just sent me an article and it talked about how sometimes we think we're afraid, but what we are really feeling is excitement. And that excitement is different from what we normally feel. And we automatically label it fear. And so if we're afraid, we might not take that action. But if we were to look at the fear and ask ourselves, is this excitement? Is this some other emotion that if I understood it and recognized it as such, would not hold me back? That is powerful to be able to do that. Now, there is something that can help you to get more in tune with your body and your emotions and recognize exactly, pinpoint exactly what you are feeling. And that's called a feel wheel. And you can Google it and you will get several representations of that. But what it does is it takes a high level emotion and then it drills down to a more specific emotion around that. And so that when you are more clear on how you are feeling exactly, then you can use that to your advantage in decision making and taking action steps. Now, I feel like I've gotten pretty good with identifying my emotions, but I still use the feel wheel for myself. And that's because I'm living here in France and I'm speaking French and I'm building relationships here. And it's hard. And oftentimes there are emotions that come up for me that I know how to label in English, but I don't know what the appropriate word is in French. And so fortunately, there is a feel wheel that is in French that I have printed out and I refer to so that I can really get in touch with what I am feeling and how to express that in the French language. It's powerful stuff. It has helped me to build my confidence as I move forward in deepening relationships here. Our feelings are signposts that we must learn to recognize. That is courage concept number 50. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.